Hi, this is Ajay Vardhan, and this is a demonstration of my project. So before I start it, let me just navigate to my home page. I have a personalized URL ajayvardhan.com, which for now I have just redirected to the OpenShift page, but I'll be hosting the whole thing in my page later on. So for now, this is my home page. So this has very basic stuff about me, and these are my works, the assignment, the project proposal, and the project, and all these are my contact links, my mail, Facebook, LinkedIn, GitHub, and my personal blog. So my project is called Now Watching. Um, Not the coolest of names, but that's what I could think of right now. So this is basically my project. So let me give a brief introduction about my project. So what it does is, so users can go and post the movies that they are currently watching in the website. So users can uh, create posts which contains the movies and a brief description of the movie, and other users can come and uh, have a discussion about the movie in the comment section. So this is the core use case of the website. Other than that, there are other use cases like users following users, users adding movies to the watch list, searching for posts, users, and movies, seeing movie details, posts details, adding comments, unfollowing user, and those kind of stuff. So I'll walk you through the whole thing one by one. And so this is the home page. So this is the home page for a guest users. There are two types of users in the project. So there's a guest user and a user with an account, the registered user. This is what the guest users home page will look like. All these stuff, they are every post of all the users that are currently who are posted in the website. So there are like maybe 5 users for now, and all these are the movies that those users are watching. So this is just the this is what the guest user sees. So each post is clickable. So if I go to a particular post, and this is the post's details page. Again, this button is the home link, and this behaves differently based on what kind of user is using the website. So for now, this is the guest user, so it will take me back to the home page. So if I go to another post, so each post has post details. So it's another post. So as you can see, so this is the user who created this post, and this is the movie that the uh, user is watching, and this is a description the user has given for the movie. Let me pick a better example. Um, so here the Balaji is watching the Dark Knight, and his opinion about the movie is this. There aren't any comments for this post. So if I go to this post, so there is one comment on this post. So since this is a guest user, there won't be any option for the guest user to add comments or interact anything with the website that posts stuff to the website. Everything that the guest user can do is get stuff and view stuff. So this is the post view, post details view. So there are 3 links here. So this link takes you to the particular user's public profile, and these 2 links takes you to that particular movie details page. So if I click Fight Club, and it takes me this, so it gives me all this details about the movie. So this is below this the short summary, the plot, the director, writer, and the actors of the movie. So if I go to um, so this is a post created by Ajay Vardhan, and these are the comments. So if I go to this particular user, and this is the public profile of this particular user. So here, this page contains everything that is public about this user, which is almost everything. So this user has created all these posts. So this tab contains all the posts created by this particular user. So as you can see, everything is created by this user. And again, everything is clickable. So if I click any post, it takes me back to the post details page again, which again I can go back to the user using and see the movie details, or we can go to the user profile again. So this is the posts, and this is the public watch list of this particular user. So this contains every movie that this user has added to his watch list, his or her watch list. So again, this is clickable. So if I go to this particular movie, I can see the movie details again, and that's watch list, and this is post, this is watch list, and the followers. So these two users are the ones who follow Ajay Vardhan. So Balaji follows Ajay Vardhan, Alice Wonderland follows Ajay Vardhan, and I can go to and the following is the users that Ajay Vardhan is following. So Ajay Vardhan is following Louis C.K. Ajay Vardhan is following Alice Wonderland. So if I go to any other user, there's all these stuff again. These posts are created by this user. So this user does not have any movies in his watch list. So these three people follow Louis C.K., which is quite lower number for someone like Louis C.K. And Louis C.K. isn't following anyone, which is typical Louis C.K., I guess. And if this again is the home button, as I mentioned before, this contains every post of all the users in the website. And this is just for the guest user. And the other functionality for a guest user is searching the website. So here the search icon is clickable. So if I click search, it gives me this search bar. So there are three types of search I can do. I can search for posts, which the search phrase I'll be giving is the post title, which is the movie name, or the description. The post title, which is for this post, Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and the description is I know. So for this, it's Birdman is the title, and description is this particular thing. So I can search for any phrase of any phrase that belongs to either the title or the description. So for instance, say I want to search for this post, so I just know that I just know the word Oscar. So if I say Oscar, it gives, so the autocomplete gives me a drop down of every post that contains this word Oscar in either the title or the description of that particular post. So if I click this, so the search bar gets populated with that particular post, and if I click search, it will take me to the post details page. So this particular post is created by Alice Wonderland, and this is the movie that belongs to this post. So I can again go to this user's profile again and watch list. Alice has all these movies in the watch list. These two people follow Alice, and Alice follows these three people. So that is post search. And now we can search for users. So this gives me again, I can search for either the username or the first name or the last name of any user in the website. Say I want to search for Louis CK, I can search for any part of the word Louis, and it gives me this particular user. So if I select this user, and it will take me to that user's public profile. All these are stuff for the guest user, if you remember. So guest user can see all this stuff, and all this stuff are public. And the thing that's being populated in the search bar is the username of the user. So if I search for some other user, say Ajay, this is the username and this is the first name of the user. So if I select and give search, it takes me to this user's public profile. And if I search for Mad Max, if I search for Mad, there are two posts. So if you see in the Godfather, there is Mad here, and the film made, and here there is Mad again, the title. So this is a rejects in the model, and if I search for this, and it takes me to the post details. So these are two types of searches, and a third type is the movie search. I can search for any movie in the OMDB database, and it fetches me the results for that. Say I want to search for Star Wars, it gives me all the Star Wars, and drop down I can select for any particular movie, and I can click search, and it will take me to that particular movie details. And let me search for another Star Trek, and it takes me to the movie details again. So these are the three types of searches that any user can perform. So now I'm performing with the guest user. So I'm searching for post, and I click search. I'm searching for post, and I click search. It takes me to the post details. I'm searching for user. I click search. It takes me to the user profile, public profile page. I'm searching for movie. I click search, and take me to the movie page. And the important part about the search is the search. Whatever I search should come from the autocomplete. I cannot give any garbage into the search bar and click search. So for now, I can only search for stuff that are populated by the autocomplete. So if I search for Godfather, I can only click this particular stuff from my autocomplete drop down and give search, and it takes me to the post. And it's the same goes for everyone. So if I search for Bob and click search, so I have to select the person from the drop down, and then only I can search for that particular items search details. So these are the stuff a guest user can perform. And let me show you the other stuff that the guest user can perform is register, of course. And if I register with someone, say Kathy, password Kathy. So let me before that, let me show you the extreme cases. Is if I register with a user name that already exists, it gives me the error. And if I do passwords that don't match, and it gives me this error again. And so I have to um, follow all the conditions and click register, and I have registered with Kathy now. So these are the stuff that a guest user can perform, and let me show you login now. So in login again, if I type some garbage, so this is a little jQuery edit. So if I type something, it shows me this error. So now I'm logging in with Ajay. So I've logged in now. So even if I refresh, the user stays. So here's the difference. So guest user. So if I clicked this button in the guest user, it takes me to the home page. But here it takes me to the posts page. So if you see, if I log out and click this, it's in the home page. So wherever I go, if I click this, it takes me to the home page. But so this is what the home page contains. It does not have anything for me to input. So, but if I log in, it takes me to the posts page. So wherever I go, it takes me to the posts page where I can create a post that can go into the website. So let me show the same stuff that the guest use I showed for the guest use, and let me show the additional features. So again, we can go to the so before that, this is the posts, right? So what this post, all these posts are not every post in the website. These posts are only the posts of that particular users that Ajay follows. So Ajay follows Louis C.K., Alice Wonderland. So these are the two people that Ajay follows, and whatever include the posts of those users, including the posts that Ajay, this particular user, has created. Those are the only stuff that appears in this particular page. So if you see, if I go to followers, so I mean following, so Ajay follows Louis C.K. and Alice Wonderland. So those are the people's posts that appear here. Alice Wonderland, Louis C.K., and whatever post that Ajay has created. So again, I can go to any particular post. So this post is the post page. So if you notice the difference, so I can add, there's a comment box here, so I can add any comment to this page, to this post, and it will get added to this post. So if you had noticed, if there wasn't any comments here, okay. So if there weren't any comments in the, so there aren't any comments for this particular post. So here it will appear like there aren't any comments, so start the discussion. But if there are comments, what happening? Okay. So if there is a comment here, so all the comments appear for this particular post. So that is one. So this is one addition for registered user in the posts page. And another addition is if I go to any, if I go to, so I have logged in as Ajay. If I go to any post that I have created, say this post, So I'll get this button where I can delete this post. So if I click this post will be deleted and it will take me back to the posts page. So if you can see, there is no post regarding Mad Max any here. So those are two additions that we saw in posts. And the other thing is, if I go, so this is again the post created by myself, Ajay Vardhan, I can delete the post. If I go to this particular movie details, I have this button. If this movie is not already present in my watch list, I'll get this button. So if I click add to watch list, Fight Club is added to your watch list. Now I'll get another button saying delete from watch list. So since this movie is present in my watch list now, I can delete the movie from my watch list. So here it says Fight Club, remove from your watch list again. So let me demonstrate this again. So if I add to watch list and I navigate to my profile and I go to my watch list, Fight Club is added to my watch list. If I delete from watch list, navigate to my profile and go to watch list, Fight Club is not there in the watch list. So that is another addition. And so that's all for posts. So you can delete posts, add comment, add to watch list for movies. So again, this home button takes you to the posts page. And the profile page has this addition again, has a few additions. So if I am in my own profile, I get this edit profile button where I can change my password, I can change my name. So if I come back, everything is changed to J1. So I can change it again. The profile has been updated, everything will be updated again. So that is edit profile. And again, this is my particular profile. These are the posts that I have created. And if I if I go to some other profile, Louis C.K.'s profile, so I get this button unfollow. Since I'm already following Louis C.K., I get this unfollow button. So if you notice, to go to my profile, and go to following, so there is Louis C.K. So if I unfollow, I have unfollowed Louis C.K. and I get this follow button. So I go to following and there's no Louis C.K. But I can search for Louis C.K. again. And I can click follow. I followed Louis C.K. And in Louis C.K. in followers has Ajay Vardhan. So Ajay Vardhan is following Louis C.K. and Ajay Vardhan follows Louis C.K. And the other stuff in profile is, so these are the posts. This is my profile, and these are the watch list. And there's this button to remove movies from the watch list. So if I go to the movie, I can delete from watch list. So this is one way to remove movie from the watch list. And the other way is to, I can go to the navigate to my watch list and I can remove, and they haven't been removed from the watch list, from my watch list. This is there are two ways. So those are the two ways to remove a movie from my watch list. And we already saw how to unfollow a user. So I unfollow, I follow. And the other way to unfollow user is go to my particular following and I can click this, delete this user, and I will have unfollowed Louis CK. So those are the additions. So in my profile, my posts, I can see the posts again, watch list. I can delete stuff. So these stuffs are not available for other profile or guest users. So followers don't have the delete obviously, and the following has delete. So if I navigate to any other profile, I don't see all this deleting stuff in the watch list and the following, but I can unfollow or follow the users. So that is one. Those are the features in profile. Again, similar to guest user, I can search for posts. So since I've deleted Mad Max, I get Godfather. And since Godfather is a post that I've created, I have delete posts. So let me search for some other. Let me search for Batman, Dark Knight. So Balaji created Dark Knight, so I don't have the delete post. I can add comment. And I can navigate to the movie page. This movie is not available in my watch list, so I add it to my watch list. So the posts, I can search for users again. Search for Balaji. Search him. I'm not following Balaji. I follow Balaji. So I'll be added to Balaji's followers. So if I unfollow, I'll be removed from Balaji's followers. And Balaji is following me. So I'm following Alice Wonderland. I have Balaji as my follower. And that is user search. And I can search for movies again, similar guest user. So I search for Avatar. I go to the movie page. So this is not in my watch list. I add it to my watch list. And if I navigate to my watch list, so Dark Knight and Avatar are added. I can delete again. So that's search. And now I can post stuff. Here again, this is the post text box. I search for a movie. Again, similar to post, I have to select the movie from the drop down that's coming from the autocomplete. So if I search this and I give some description, I post, it gets added to the posts. Why is it adding? Because all these posts are the posts of the users that I follow, including the posts created by myself. So I created this posts and I've added, and this post gets added to my list of posts in my posts page. So as you can see, I'm not following some users. I'm following Alice Wonderland alone. So if I search for some other user, so his posts are not available in my posts page. So just to demonstrate that. So these are the posts. So I've created the post. Since this is created by me, I have the delete posts, and can add comment to the post. I can see the movie details. I can add it to my watch list, and all the features remain the same. So that is So I've demonstrated posting stuff, commenting in a post, adding and removing watch list, following and unfollowing user, seeing post details, user details, movie details, and profile, all posts, watch list, removing stuff from watch list, followers, following, edit profile. I can change my password and my stuff. My username is read only. I cannot change that. And this is gives me the posts page. And I think that's about it. So if we log out, takes me back to the home page. So this is a guest user home page again. So this gives me every post. So this is not filtered based on the user or anything. So this is all the post. This is just to give a brief knowledge about what the website is. So the guest user can see the posts and go to the post and see what it is, see the movie details, and see the profile of the user. Get all these details. So, as I mentioned in the form, I'm a fan of minimalist design. So that's why my website looks neat and simple. So it does not contain any jarring colors in the background or any background images. So on the image is the image of the movie, the poster of the movie in each post and the movie details. So everything is mobile responsive. I've tested in my mobile as well. Everything looks fine, and um, it does contain a lot of white space, but that is only because that's the way I wanted it to be, and not because I didn't have anything to fill my website. So, um, so this is a flat UI design, minimalist design, and everything is precise to what every one is, every page wants. And I am not even, and the other thing is I don't ask for information from the user that is not really necessary for my particular website. So the only information that I ever get from the user is the user's first name and last name, that will just to display it in the post. And I don't need any other information from the user, so I don't get it. And the another addition that I've done is in my login and register, so I don't have labels for the text box. So it's just, so this is plain and simple. So I know that I have to type a username here. I know that I have to type a password here. So if I register, that I know these are the only stuff that I need for registration. So this looks plain and simple, and all the design is done by myself. I don't use any template. Everything's custom CSS created by me, and that's about it. Hope you like my project.